we just need to break outside this bearish trend right here. If we can break outside this bearish trend and continue moving towards the upside, that means the market is moving with this trend. So once we come here, we should expect sells, right? Good YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Aphiwe.Zunguu on Instagram. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning back in, man. I'll be analyzing NASDAQ, looking for the next week ahead. But looking at NASDAQ, I can see that NASDAQ has been buying beautifully towards the upside. But right here, we have a bit of a consolidation because the market has failed to create higher highs, no higher lows. So the market is basically trapped in a sideways trend or creating some sort of a move that it did before. NASDAQ sold, consolidated, NASDAQ sold, consolidating, NASDAQ might sell. If I can draw a trend line, I can come up with something like this. So we can see that we have a bullish trend towards the upside, but the market is currently playing inside our bullish trend, meaning that it's not a breakout retest, meaning it's gonna break outside, come back, retest, and then continue moving towards the upside. No, it doesn't mean that. Instead, we created lows, meaning that the market is going to sell towards the downside. So the weekly looks kind of bearish. Because a consolidation either works both ways, man. The market might just break towards the upside or break below. It's up to the market. I don't control it. I just follow what it does, you know. So yeah, looking from a daily perspective, taking from our swing low of our trend line towards where the market is currently playing, I can see that the market has been moving in a structure like this. What I mean by sensitive errors, if you are new to the channel, I mean that errors that have the market or came and tested those areas but failed to go towards that direction, but broke it and came back and retest. Same as here, the market broke it and came back to retest. So we know that anytime the market comes to this area, you might just expect a reversal or a shift to a different direction. Your errors don't have to be perfect, they just have to have 1, 2, 3. They just have to have 3 touches. That's it. But this makes sense more than a line, because a line wouldn't just cover this fake out right here. Because what would I call this? It's playing outside my zones or my levels, so I don't understand. But I'm trying to make it understand. But I can see that we are indeed playing in a consolidation, but we are playing inside our trend line. So the market can either test this trend line and probably sell towards the downside if it's that weak. I don't think NASDAQ is that weak, so we'll probably expect a break and a test right here before that's maybe. I don't know. We just have to see, man. As I said, I don't control the market. I follow the market. So understanding previous data, because we have to understand what happened before we can see what is happening right now. I can see that we had a bullish trend towards the upside. We're going to change to candlesticks. We had a bullish trend towards the upside. The market broke it and came back to retest, indication that we are selling towards the downside. So the daily is bearish. The daily is bearish. Day time frame is bearish. I didn't see it, but I only saw it now. But changing and going towards the 4-hour time frame, I'm trying to mark out areas that have 3 or more touches. So I want to turn or use those areas as my turning levels, so I know that whenever the market comes here, we expect some sort of a reversal or a shift in direction. So I'm trying to use that against the market. So I know that it's not just areas, but I know that that's where a lot of orders or people that are taking orders are at. So the market, whenever we come back to test these areas, I know that I should take my trades and I should hold my trades. Whenever we break these areas, that is a key level. That means I'm free to hold for basically like the whole day. This is 4 hours, by the way. I could have easily marked this area too, but that would just, make it a bit more too dirty. But I can see that this area and this area, it's kind of equal in terms of touches. So I'd rather target both of them. But what I can see is that we did indeed have a strong push towards the downside, indicating that we have some sort of a bearish trend towards the downside. But throwing my bearish trend, not cutting any body candlesticks. I can see that we had a bearish trend towards the downside, but the market has finally broke outside, indicating that we are indeed buying towards the upside. So if I have to draw a zone, because I can see this area is a very sensitive area, so the market might just come here. If the market fails to break outside here, that means that the market is not going to continue moving towards the upside. But breakage of this area, that means the market is going towards the upside. Here, somewhere in this zone right here, or the overall level, overall resistance right here, and then to sell and go towards the downside. Why not, man? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? But anyway, going down to the 1 hour time frame, for y'all guys that scalp, me I don't scalp, I only swing. But if I have to adjust my trend lines properly, yeah. So what I like to do is, I haven't seen anyone doing this. Maybe someone did, I don't know. But I like to mark out the previous move of the market, so I know that whenever the market has probably finished its whole previous move, I know that the market is indeed continuing and moving towards the downside, as indeed it stops exactly at that zone that I said. If the market breaks upside there, that means we are indeed going towards the upside. So in order for me to analyze or understand what's going on here, I have to understand what happened here, right? So what I can see is indeed the market is creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, equal highs, or a double top, you say, and then a lower low. This is where the shift in market structure happened. This is where the market decided that we are no longer buying, we are actually changing direction and going to the downside. As you saw, lower high, but double bottom, the buyers were strong, and then we just consolidated, but this was the last high the market created before selling and going towards the downside, right? But we have to mark our lows, but instead of marking all of these lows, as you can see they are right next to each other, I'll just mark out the last low before that huge reversal, because I wouldn't necessarily call this a reversal. This is a reversal, you get me? But yeah, the market just kept on playing in this area, and then we kept on creating new lows going towards the downside. So whenever the market plays above this area and comes and sits here, that means that the market is indeed buying towards the upside, right? Because we did indeed buy before. But anyway, I can see that there's also a zone right here that might give us a problem in terms of the market continuing and moving towards the upside, or gaining strength and going towards the upside. So the market is kinda sitting on a very funny level, but that I wouldn't count this as a retest. I would expect the market to come back and give us a proper candlestick closure, and then candlesticks moving towards the upside, not a weak rejection. So the market might just come back again to probably test, but we don't buy high. We don't buy high. We don't buy high. This was a mistake I kept on doing, guys. Please don't do this. Buying here, guys, please. I did this. It took me a long time to realize. Buying here, the market is gonna come back and come back and come back and probably test here. The market can test here. It's supposed to test here. It did test here. That means it can come back and test here again. And it's not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong also if you say you want to buy here. You're not wrong if you say you want to buy here. You're not wrong also if you say you want to buy here. Just it's an early entry. So just wait for the market to come back and retest, do its thing. The market might even come back and enter inside this trend and sell and continue moving towards the downside. And then what you wanna say. But anyway, so we should just wait for the retest to continue towards the downside. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing on the 1 hour time frame. If the market breaks these areas, we know that the market is indeed solid for buyers. I don't think the market will come here. Let me tell you why I say I don't think. Besides not thinking, but in terms of both these areas, which one has a lot of touches between this one and this one? Just looking at this data. I mean, we don't have any, but this one has a lot of touches. So that means the market or the big banks, this is where they are at. This is where they want to take their buy trade. So what I must do is I should take my buy trade there. As I told you all about waiting, you should just wait for the market to come to you and then take your entry. It's up to you where you're going to put your stop loss. But this is NASDAQ, so you mustn't have a stop loss that big. Probably, yeah, a very tight stop loss though. But that doesn't mean that the market is selling. I mean, that the market is selling right here, or the market is going to sell right here. We can also tell the market further and further and further. But this is where I decide to stop overall. But let me just continue for you guys. please, if you haven't liked the video and you're still watching, come on. If you really want to be successful in your trading journey, I mean, help each other, man. Stop being selfish. Like the video, man. Like the video. Come on, man. Come on. If you're still watching and you haven't liked the video, like the video. Like the video, my brother. Like the video. Like the video. Like the video. Stop being stingy. But anyway, so if the sell don't come here, you might just expect a sell to come here. But coming back to which areas have a lot of touches between these two, this one has a lot of touches, so that means the big banks, this is where they are, the people that move the market, the people that enter a whole lot of money, this is where they at. But the biggest, this is where they at. So the market might just continue moving towards the upside, test here, and then sell towards the downside. But if the market comes back to retest, probably it would, probably not, I don't know. We just have to go to the 15 minutes time frame to see that. What I can see is we have some sort of a trend right here. If you're not a fan of trend lines, unsubscribe, please. Go home. Go home. Go home, my brother. I can see a trend line right here. So that means breakage of this trend line will indicate that we are indeed buying. But you have to wait for the retest. If you don't wait for the retest, my brother, you're gonna be cooked, because the market might just continue selling and come here. It's not wrong. The market is not wrong. It's moving. You have to move with it, not against it. It's not wrong if it does this. It's generally not wrong. And it's generally not wrong for also not buying here and coming to buy here. It's not wrong. So yeah, this strategy is valid. That's what I'm saying. Expect the market to come somewhere here to give us a proper retest and then to buy going to the upside. So this is what I'm seeing for NAS. So today's date is the 22nd of Feb 2026. So this is my analysis on NAS100 NASDAQ. Let me screenshot this so I can send it to y'all after the befores and after. If the market goes down, it goes down, it's whatever. But I'm gonna screenshot it and send it to y'all. I'll post it on my community, YouTube community. So better be tapped in with that too. And also, if you ain't following me on Instagram, please do so. If you don't, it's all good. Ain't nothing good, babe. Oh, the fuck. But anyway, yeah, man. That's it. That's my analysis on NASDAQ. That's my take on NASDAQ. That's my take on NASDAQ. Please comment down your thoughts, your ideas. What are you seeing on NASDAQ? Are you seeing a sell? Are you seeing a buy? Me, I'm saying we just need to break outside this bearish trend right here. If we can break outside this bearish trend and continue moving towards the upside, that means the market is moving with this trend. So once we come here, we should expect sells, right? Since I said right here, we should expect sells towards the downside. So that means we're gonna move with this trend. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my analysis. But if the market fails to break outside this bearish trend, since it was indeed creating lower highs, these are lower highs. So we might just come here or here to then buy 12 to the upside. So yeah, that's my take on NASDAQ. See you guys on the next video.
Okay, bye.